Mr. Uri, you had spoken to Augusta. What did they say?
I've not spoken with Augusta.
You talked to them about the thing that we had chatted about earlier.
I've not talked to them about this topic. I'll be contacting them after we complete this.
Are you happy with the way they've handled the process?
Pardon me?
Are you happy with the way Augusta has handled the process? Unhappy with?
They've made some mistakes.
What kind of mistake?
One mistake, which I immediately brought to their attention and they stopped, was when they bussed in people under what I consider to be false pretenses, looking for jobs. I let the company know that, and I said this must not happen again, and it hasn't.
Do you
Will
think
those mistakes made by Augusta play into the decision-making as to whether they will get access to that land?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
The mistakes made by Augusta, will that play into your agency's decision-making process as to whether they will get access to the land?
Augusta owns the land and the minerals that they intend to mine, and my job is to address the effects that their proposal will have on the national forest. So that's my role, is just to address the effects on the national forest.
Are you like an impartial arbiter in this process? Is that your role?
No, my role is to make a decision about the mine plan operations.
Have the individuals who expressed concern that their voices were not being heard all been opposed to the project, or have they stated their opposition or their support of the project?
I think most of the ones I've heard from who wanted a different process were those opposed to the project.
Can we take Dick Camp's question? Dick, go ahead.
Debbie, I'll try and throw them into one rather than get back on the phone again. The EIS project process, among other things, defines the roles of the agencies. FEMA County, any other agencies, the ones that Congresswoman Gibbs mentioned in her letter to you. So the first question is, are you working on defining what role they're actually going to take in terms of forming the draft EIS? The second question just has to do with, I don't really understand why you chose a March deadline for next year for a process which, I think you agree, is likely to take a long time. When at this point, it's my understanding from your regional hydrologists and from other Forest Service staff that you have a long way to go to be able to present the public with the agency's interpretation of what mine is going to do with water.
Okay, so your question is the timeline for the EIS process.
Yes. That's one of two.
Okay, let's go with that one first.
Yeah,
There's always an estimated timeline for an EIS process. It generally takes about a year to get to the draft. However, the process takes as long as it takes, and the company knows that. They know that if there is information that still needs to be collected and evaluated, that is their responsibility to do that during the process. So the process to a draft will take as long as we need to take in order to get answers to the concerns that people have raised. The next part of the process after the draft is a considerable period of time for people to review the draft and again ask questions. It generally takes, after